never rest are those who will never put down their burdens, who refuse to follow the ancient paths. Those who refuse to allow our triune God to carry our burdens, our fears. Are you one of those people? I have been. Hebrews 4:10. For anyone who enters God's rest also rests from their works, just as God did from his. Let us therefore make every effort to enter that rest, so that no one will perish by following their example of disobedience. I'm landing the plane. Can I get an amen? That wasn't really believable. Do you want me to land a plane?
Amen.
All right, calm down, Rita. I was talking to everybody.
If it's ready to land, land.
All right. If you've ever seen an animal that's not broke, they fight restraint. You've ever worked with a steer and you got to get it halter broke in order that you can lead it, be able to take it to the fair and to show it. Very, 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 very rarely does an animal allow you to just walk up and slip that halter over its head. It doesn't stand there and go, oh, okay, put that on me, George. Okay, look at my new hat. Reminds me of my trip to D.C. They fight you. When you finally get them used to the halter, then you got to come up and you click that lead on. And typically it's one of these deals. Where you go get the tractor and you tie it to one end. You're like, you want to stand there? No, you're not. You're going to move it. That's us. They don't take a horse just out of the field or an oxen out of the field and they put it into the yoke to pull the wagons because they're not going to do it. They're going to fight the yoke. They're going to fight the restraint because it's uncomfortable and it's heavy and it's binding. It's painful. Horses don't do what you want them to do because, oh, they put this little lozenge in my mouth and I just love them. No, those bits hurt. Pushes up in the roof of their mouth or pinches their tongue or something, but it's done to control the animal. You see, God doesn't take his yoke from us. If he were to take the yoke from us, there would be no control. There would be no submission. You see, in order to get those animals to ultimately do what they need to do, they have to come to the awareness that they have to submit to the restraint that has been put on them and to be led. You see, God puts his yoke on us so that we will submit to him and follow him. The Pharisees only focused on the external yoke. They thought that if they put enough weight, enough rules, enough burdens on the person, that the pressure and the pain of those things would submit. The people would submit. But they're not going to submit willingly. They're not going to submit lovingly. They're going to do it begrudgingly. And the first opportunity that they would get to make a break for it, y'all have been there, they're going to bolt. I had a steer in high school that got out of our fence, and I had to chase it for 3 miles with the rope holder and the vet standing there waiting on me to give it its Ralgro shot. Took me an hour to get that stupid calf back. I've bolted. You've bolted. And why? Because we get this thing in our head that the legalism, that this and this, these burdens, I don't want to fight that anymore. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to be weighed in. When in reality, the yoke is easy. Because Jesus isn't going to force, he isn't going to bind, he isn't going to pressure, he isn't going to use spurs. He is going to use his love, his compassion, his mercy, his forgiveness, and his grace to carry our burdens. And that we willfully follow him on the ancient of paths through the cross in maturity to reap the reward of heaven. You see, it's no different than what Jesus said to his children, the disciples, at the Sermon on the Mount. You know the letter of the law, but here's the intent of the law. You see, the yoke is to be in here, not on here. And it's to deliver you, not bury you. And it is at that moment when you and I submit to the yoke of Jesus and we dedicate ourselves to learning, to move from ignorance into wisdom and applying the Lord's wisdom to live our life, you and I will do great things for the Lord.
Amen.
Is this a yoke? No, ladies and gentlemen, it's not a yoke. It's arms of love. It's a hug. It's an embrace. It's a relationship. It's an unbreakable covenant between you and the Father. And if you allow him, he will lead you on the path of righteousness for his name's sake. He will carry you. He will love you. And when the tough times come, he'll cover you and deliver you. So no, it's not a yoke. It's an embrace. Let God have you. Give him your baggage. Give him your depravity. Because I can guarantee you the exchange rates are better than you can ever imagine. The currency of heaven flows unabounding, without limit. Will you stand with me?